Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Scottish Open 2022. We are here at hole 13, sponsored by Cragen Outdoors. And I'm going to give you a whole flyover while I wait for my co-commentator, Gary Thompson.
Hole number 13 of this year's Scottish Open, which makes a return from last year.
This hole is sponsored by Cragen Outdoors, the home and host of the Highland Open at the end of July.
It's a short par 3, which is a real, genuine hole-in-one chance. We saw a few last year. It's a blind tee shot over a small elevation of rocks and ditches. The ball will just fall down towards the hole using the slope. It's got a chance of going in, should leave you a relatively short birdie putt. It's the best birdie chance all weekend.
And as you join us back here, this is the ball of Joe McCourt coming back down towards the hole. That's going to sit just above.
I don't need to mark it. So Joe McCourt taking the second of the tee shots there for Quigley and McCourt. And next up we have Robin Murray on the tee. Robin with the right. Starts it off towards the left. That is the line for this hole. Carolyn, how's that looking down there?
I can't see it, actually. I don't think it's come down. I think it may have gone in the ditch.
So all the
Just in
pressure
case you're wondering
on
about
Colin
footage,
Todd.
we're having to stand underneath the trees. So
Colin gets a bit more height in his ball. Line looks good here. That ball looks like it's going to feed over to the right towards the hole.
So it looks, Gary, as if the ball from Robin Murray has gone into the ditch.
Yep.
And the ball from Colin Todd is sat probably about 7-8 yards from the pin.
Yeah, he's got that ball very close to the hole. So great birdie chance here for Todd and Murray.
Last time we checked the leaderboard, Campbell and Eardley were winning -10. We shared a route with them earlier and they were absolutely superb. Showed us how the course should be played.
Yeah, I have to say, Carolyn, the way that both Mick and Stuart were striking the ball was phenomenal and didn't miss anything. Actually managed a hole-in-one on this hole.
Robin Murray putt underway. Lovely birdie.
Superb.
Lovely birdie. Who have we got coming next, Gary?
We have got no one at the moment. I can't see anyone coming up through 12 and on to 13.
Quigley tapped away for a birdie for McCourt and Quigg.
So in terms of conditions just now, Carolyn, how do you think the course has changed from what we saw earlier today?
Definitely slower.
Yeah, we've had quite a lot of rain in the last maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and it's really started to slow the course down quite considerably. I think we're going to see that being a feature throughout the weekend, in fact.
Yeah, and I have to say, I'm just looking, Gary, at what's coming behind, and it doesn't look like we've got quite a big gap. So what it might be a case to do is I'll follow Quigley and McCourt up. If you want to pop down and join me.
Yep, can do that.
So we will show you hole number 14. It is being sponsored by Ayrshire Foot Golf.
Hole number 14. This is a fairly short par 4 and another hole making a reappearance from last year. This hole number 14.
Flyover unfortunately doesn't appear to be working. David is now gimbal. So you can see that the weather has changed significantly. It is giving us quite a bit of drizzle, standard Scottish summer. Must apologise, I am recovering from the old COVID, so I sound like I've got a frog in my throat, that's the reason why. So we've got the ball here of Colin Todd, just in front is Joe McCourt, and then centre fairway you've got Robin Murray, and down to the right is David Quigley. We're playing a scramble today, which basically means that after the tee-off, the best ball is picked by that pair, and they play the best ball. But the person who played that ball, it will be their partner to play next. So it looks like Robin and Colin have decided to go with Robin's ball, so it'll be Colin to play next. And Quigs in the court making some decisions at the moment. This green up the top here has massive left to right. And if you go too high, it's going to down the bottom and it'll be up against a new wall. So the play really is to see what it's mid to be. Looks as if Quigley is going to go. See the ball coming up on its fairway on the other screen.
So I think what we're seeing here, Carolyn, is David Quigley absolutely thumped that, and the ball has landed, a couple of metres short off the green. So really running quite slow at the moment.
Yeah, and that's the difference, Gary, with the rain, isn't it? Colin Todd
absolutely. That's a very good shot there from Colin.
Very good shot.
Ball is just going to feed round here towards the pin. I tell you what, this has got a chance of going very, very close. Is the ball going to sit there? Beautiful.
Phenomenal shot.
So Todd has left Murray about 2 metres from the pin. That should be a tap-in birdie. Quigley and McCourt have got a very tricky putt across the green. Runs
And
right
as
to
we saw
left as we
earlier, we
look at it.
saw Campbell and Eardley went off the back, didn't they?
They did.
Using that green. It's quick. It's quick. It's quick. Sensible though. He's used the bank at the back. He's not happy with it though. Difficult part there. That
was why I knew I'd had it. If anything, it was always going to be a wee bit higher because the hump was there. But
it's a fairly tough putt back across for David Quigley here. Ball will just run along the fringe on medium camber.
It's a 4 or a 7 anyway, so be as aggressive as you want. It doesn't make any difference to me. Superb, son.
Very good from David Quigley there.
I've got that.
Very tough. So Murray for birdie. Excellent birdie from Murray and Todd.
From here, that looks as if he'd missed that. So I think we'll follow up because there's quite a big gap, isn't there? Seeing the next guys coming down. So we're going to head up to one of the new holes, which is hole number 15. I'm not sure whether this will work or not. Have a look.
Hole number 15 of the Scottish Open at Greenock Golf Club. It's a brand new hole, and let me tell you, it's well worth the long walk up this path, up this hill. Once you get to the top, the views are incredible. When you get there, stop, take it all in. This hole is sponsored by Red Sky Financial Planning. This brand new par 4 is technically challenging. Off the tee, you want to be on the left side of the fairway, which will then gain you access to the pin. Anything on the right hand side will be in a little bit of trouble. You'll be behind a large mound and it will leave you a tough approach shot. Then on to the approach shot. You need to get that right. It'll give you an outside chance at looking at birdie, but if you overhit that approach shot, there's a huge drop off behind the hole. You'll then rack up a big score. You've been warned.
Welcome back. We've just arrived at hole 15. Bit of a hold up, it looks like. So I'm going to get out behind here while Gary heads down towards the green. So we're here with Kieran Innes, Thomas Innes, James McNally, and Kyle McCourt. How's it going, guys? Enjoying it? Actually, so hole number 15 is basically stay left off the tee. Apologies, my gimbal keeps breaking. Very much stay left of the tee, and then as you get onto the green, there is a little bit of a drop away, but I suspect with the fact that it's now wet, that won't actually matter too much, because it shouldn't have enough to get off the other side. I'll let Gary take you through what's going on in the green.
Yeah, so what we've got down here is Green Shields putting. I think this is for birdie. Very good weight on that shot. Just ran a little bit to the right towards the end of the putt there, and left himself with a 2 metre putt for par.
Thomas Innes on the tee. Lovely shape to that shot. Come down towards the left. That'll be perfect for the left foot of Kieran Innes.
And an excellent birdie there for Stuart and Cassidy. How are you getting on, guys? 3 under? Quite a turnaround from Cassidy and Stuart. 5 over, apparently, after 8, and they're now 3 under. So that is a phenomenal set of 7 or 8 holes.
Actually ended up on the green. Hole number 16. I don't think they'll be using that ball.
So second shot here from McNally and McCourt. I think they've gone with McCourt's ball, so McNally will be taking the second shot. Left foot. That's a good strike. Ball is just going to feed down towards the pin. Moisture here just holding it up a little bit, but that has left him with an excellent chance there for birdie. And next up we have the father and son pairing of Thomas Innes and Kieran Innes. So again, the left foot here from Kieran. Kieran starts the ball out on a higher line. Line looks very good. Has it got the pace to get to the hole? just going to feed off to the left-hand side, but that has left the Innes partnership with a tap-in birdie. So birdie for Innes and Innes.
And back on the tee, we have Robin Murray. Out to the right.
Court there with McCourt with a very difficult putt there, nailed that one, and another birdie on this hole. So hole 15 looks like it's a big birdie chance.
Not for us, Gary.
Yeah.
Colin Casod has absolutely just knuckled that ball down the fairway. The old Lacaletta spin. Up next, Joe McCourt. Joe McCourt always hits the ball with a very right to left sort of fade. Something that you always look for when he hits. And then you've got sort of the opposite, David Quigley. We go a little bit straighter. Stacking few shots there, by the way. Gary, I'm going to follow them down, and then I'll go on to the 16th green.
Perfect.
Walking across the 16th green here, just while McCourt, Quigley, Murray, and Todd walk towards the ball. So this will be, it looks like Wayne Greenshield's coming across here. There is a massive dip to clear, and even when you get up onto the green, you'll see here there are two big bunkers protecting that hole. And I will tell you from experience that if you get out of position on this hole, you're pretty much guaranteed at least a birdie. Sorry, a bogey. I wish I got a birdie on this area. I'm also feeling this must be Cassidy and Stewart coming down here as well. It looks like the wall of Rory Cassidy.
Yeah, so back on 15 here, Carolyn. The lads just coming down to size out exactly what they're facing for the second shot. What they probably can't see, but you've seen from the flyover, is the drop-off here at the back of, behind the pin. Anything long is going down there and you're in a lot of bother. I think very difficult to do that in the conditions that we've got. I think the second shot, even if you give it 100%, I think you're probably just getting pin high. You can see Colin Todd here taking the second shot with the right. Colin started the ball out high into the right, and it's just going to feed down towards the pin. Very good shot again from Colin Todd.
Back over on hole 16. We've got Rory Cassidy potentially with the second shot. Yep, he decided to play Gio's ball. And first up is Wayne Greenshield.
And back on 15, we've got a worldie from Joe McCourt. The line was incredible there, an extra 5%, and that was in the hole.
Whereas on 16, we've had the defying of physics, with a ball sitting right on the edge of the bunker from Wayne Greenshield.
Wow.
There's going to be some putt on the way back down.
So Robin Murray here on 15. Very tricky downhill putt. Starts the ball off to the left. The ball is travelling right to left, and it's going to just finish a couple of metres to the left of the hole.
On 16, ball of Rory Cassidy. About to be played in. Good effort. Excellent effort. Very nice from Rory Cassidy. Tap-in birdie there for Gio Stewart. JJ Greenshield. This is one of those putts that you just don't want to hit it.
David Quigley there tapping in for birdie. I think also just not happy with the camber around the hole. It is running in a few different directions as you approach the hole there. So even a short 2-3 metre putt is a bit more challenging. So Carolyn, what's happening back on 16?
Well, JJ Greenshield hit that ball that was on the edge of the bunker and putted a great putt, and Gio Stewart tapped in for birdie. So there's 2 birdies for both pairs. And then coming up across the hill should be, must be the Ennis boys, I think. Yeah, James McNally and Kyle McCourt. Can't even begin to tell you how bad the middies are. So all of them clearing the dip there, which is a good effort. Very good effort there from Thomas Ennis. The left-right foot combination, left foot off the tee from Kieran, then a right foot from Thomas Ennis.
Very good. Carolyn, I believe that Joe McCourt and David Quigley are 9 under at the moment, so 1 shot off the lead. But I believe also we have another partnership on 10 under, O'Driscoll and White. who are 10 under through 10. So very, very close at the top of the leaderboard at the moment.
So that'll be 80 White, I'd imagine. So you tell the court here is you try to curl it around the bunker and you can see how far this ball is going to roll back. Might give you a little bit of deja vu, Gary.
Yeah, the less we talk about this hole, Carolyn, I think the better.
It was a lesson in how not to play. So Kyle, James it now and then. He's gone for it. He's gone off the back slightly, but that should be a cut back for him.
Joe McCourt off the tee. Gone wide out to the right. I actually think the ball has sat up fairly well. It might actually have a line in from there. So David Quigley, having seen that tee shot from Joe McCourt, will he play a little bit safer? Or, given that they are one shot off the lead, will he go for it? I think it'll be the latter. Boom. That ball has gone off to the left. It's a bit more difficult on that side. There's not a line into the pin. Robin Murray down the middle of the fairway. Great shot, that.
Birdie from Peter Innes there. That's the way of the group coming down.
Colin Todd, wow. Got some air in that, but ball fed off to the right and in the rough. So, Caroline, I'm going to come down and once we've got the rest of the action on this hole, I think we'll head to hole 17.
Yes, I think we will. Quigley McCourt just tying up with a coming to the trees with the right foot in is better, but they're in the rough. Or Quigley's ball just here behind the bunker. You get the orange one. You could play it up and have a long putt for birdie. I would imagine they'll go with Joe McCourt's ball, but it just depends what the lie is like. And 100% Murray and Todd will be going with Colin Murray's ball.
So Quigley and McCourt have elected to play the tee shot from Joe, which went right. David Quigley passing up. Ball, I think, will sit on the edge of the green.
Confirm, and Gary will confirm that it is a difficult putt for me.
Very tough.
Colin Todd has come up onto the green. Look at the angle here. May roll back a bit and he might get a little bit lucky. So he's not behind the mound, he's just by that bunker. There's a little mound and that's going to fire your ball left and then it fires you right down to the bottom of the green. So Joe McCourt with an exceptionally tough putt here.
Wow.
Robin Murray in absolutely phenomenal form at the moment. That was a cracking putt.
And another cracking putt. I tell you what, Carolyn, Quigley and McCourt getting a birdie from where they were from the tee. That is incredible.
We have just seen two unbelievable putts there.
Shall we head to 17?
The penultimate hole of this year's Scottish Open, hole 17. It's the last of the par 5s, and this is just enormous in length. 285 yards. This hole is sponsored by Shane's Installations, and you'll need to be wired in to make birdie here. The tee and the second shots are simple in description. You just need to hit the ball as far as you can, get it down the hill, but you must make sure you remain on the fairway. Any shanks to the left or right, you're in big trouble here. The big hitters amongst you will then, if they have two perfect shots, a mid-range approach across the golf green. And we have seen former winner Fraser Weir eagleless both years. You'll need to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side on that approach shot, but it should leave your birdie chance quite simply. It's must make birdie.
So, on to hole 17, a 285-yard long par 5 down the hill. Those who've played Greenock before will remember this one from previous years. Tees have been brought slightly forward, so playing it a little less long than it has in previous years, which I think is needed, given the rainfall that we've had this afternoon. Tee shot, bang. Second shot, bang. Third shot, bang on the green, and hopefully give yourself a look at birdie. And we're back with the Innes partnership. So Thomas Innes with the right foot. So ball runs heavily right to left here. So trick on your tee shot, keep the ball out to the right and let the hill do the work.
That ball's come down nicely and actually just settled on the left-hand side of the fairway.
Beautiful. James McNally with the left. I think he was looking for a bit more whip on the ball than that. Ball has travelled on the rough on the left-hand side, so that will have held up a bit there. McCourt with the right foot.
Oh no!
Coming for the media cart.
Oh my God! Oh man! I saw the rules committee flash before my eyes there. And by the way, can I just say, fun fact for everybody, if you ever wondered whether you could actually spin and skid a golf cart, the answer is yes, you can, because I've just done it. Pretty hilly, pretty wet, and not great breaks are not fun. So we are down here at the pin, and you can see just how big a shot it actually is.
Yeah, absolutely, Carol. And you can see where the ball from the tee shot has gone from Thomas Innes.
Kieran Innes to go next.
Bang with the left foot. Very good line that. That should just miss the tree there on the right hand side and feed back in. Very good. He's really opened up the angle for the third shot. And Kyle McCourt, having missed your media, Carolyn, has hit an absolute screamer. It's about as far, I think, as you can get down the fairway. So James McNally with the left foot. Ideal shot for the left-footed player, I think, coming here for the second shot. Just didn't catch that right, I think.
Both balls looked as if they settled in exactly the same place.
Yeah, I think so, Carol. And I think being in the middle of to the right-hand side of the fairway here, that's where you want to be. Get your third shot onto the green. Give yourself a chance for birdie. We did see Caroline McEardley from a fairly similar position go very, very close to the pin here earlier.
Oh, absolutely world-class shot. I've never seen anything like it. He said to me, aim for between the bunker and the fringe. And I'll just show you the distance that he thinks that I was capable of aiming for, which is just here between the bunker and the fringe, and that is where he put it, and it's dead right in towards the hole. So Thomas Innes.
That looks good, Caroline.
Far too fast, and it is off the back. The ball just here.
So Kyle McCourt, having seen that ball be quite pacey. Yeah, he's taken a little bit off that. I think he's gone to too tight a line there.
Behind the bunker, that is a very difficult shot from there. Effort. Tell you what, from where they were, that is a cracking effort. So there's the ball of Kyle McCourt and James McNally. And down the hill there, we've got Kieran and Thomas. I need quite a bit to get up that hill.
So back here on second shot on 17, Colin Todd from the left-hand side of the fairway. Very good shot. Just use that slope on the left-hand side here, and the ball is in prime position. So second shot there from Quigley McCourt. Had a very difficult run up, Joe McCourt there, and has caught the left-hand side of the bank again and left the ball in the middle of the fairway. So third shot, very similar to what we just saw from Innes and McCourt and McNally.
I think Colin Todd and Robin Murray might owe us a few drinks tonight, Gary.
I would agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Since they started filming, they've done nothing but birdie. All us, obviously. David Quigley. It's fast.
That looks
it's
pacey.
Fast and it needs to hit the pin. It needs to hit the pin. It's off the back. It's significantly off the back as well. And surprised, Gary, you never put me down this hill earlier on. You know, it's probably where you like to put me.
Wasn't steep enough for me, Carolyn.
Robin Murray, and if this pace is right, that is cracking. That is absolutely cracking. What a shot! I tell you what, Robin Murray playing in around the Scotland captain Joe McCourt may just be putting a few wee kind of points into Joe's ear, saying, "Hey, I'm a possible selection." Baines Trust Cup coming up in September, obviously. This weekend we will definitely be giving away the first slot on the plane for Florida. That will go to the winning male or winning highest place spot in the men's contest, not the seniors, but in the men's contest.
No, but you know what I mean? I mean, get some. I don't mind if it goes fucking long.
And you can see very experienced players. Kieran Innes and Joe McCourt doing the same thing. That needs a hit. So difficult to get the pace right, and then once it hits the golf green, it just flies. Doesn't like it. Doesn't tap the right. think that might be in the 7 guys. Rack and play from Robin Murray and Colin Todd.
I think what we've seen there, Carolyn, is exactly how to play that hole. 3 sensible shots from Todd and Murray. Left himself with a tap-in birdie.
I think what you've also seen there is the fact that it's so difficult to judge the pace onto this green. As you saw, Robin Murray hit the fringe, which slowed the ball down. David Quigley didn't, and he went straight over the golf green and it headed down the bank. So we will head on to hole number 18, and then we'll catch quite a few of the pairs coming down on hole number 18. And we'll give you a flyover of hole number 18.
Hole number 18, the last hole of this year's Scottish Open at Greenock Golf Club. And what a challenge this par 4 is. When you step up on the tee, you just have to think, what do I need to do to make par? This hole is sponsored by Kitsack, without a doubt, the best bag available on the market for the foot golfer. So the tee shot is daunting enough. It requires a big hit over the slope below you. Anything left or to the middle, you're in trouble already. You need to try and make sure you stay right on that fairway and still hit the ball big. Get that right. Step 2, cautious with the approach over this fast green. It slopes right to left, but it is rapid. Overhit that shot, you're down the back and you're into the trees. Get the second shot right, you've still probably got a mid-length putt for your birdie. It quite simply means don't get greedy. Tap it up, tap it in, take your par. It sounds simple, but this will be the making or the breaking of your round. Good luck.
Welcome back. We are at hole number 18. You can see the Ennis boys and Kyle McCourt, James McNally are on the green, and it will be Robin Murray to tee off first from here. As you saw in the flyover there, this is a pretty big carry actually. The big thing is not to do what I did earlier and not hit it right and then hit it off the other side of the bank. It does come back at you. Sensible players will go out towards the right because then you can kind of play it almost up the path. The green slopes heavily right to left. If you go too far up on the right hand side, it can come back at the pin quite quickly, and there's a big drop off behind the pin. So, sensible hole is what I like to call it. So Robin Murray is absolutely desperate to get this tee shot away. It's going to be waiting a while. Now you also see the players kind of flicking things around about their head, because I can tell you the midges are unbelievable here at the moment. Obviously being a wee bit wet, you've got quite a bit of the midges out at the moment. Funny feeling that there might be a few bottles of smidge bought over the next little while. It looks as if James McNally has just gone off the back of the green, and it has gone for miles. That is a very difficult position to play from. Not sure if you can see that down there, Gary.
So third shot here from McCourt and McNally, and wow, played through the bunker. The ball has come out to the left-hand side. It's going to come off the back of the green here, but from where they were, that is pretty good.
Phenomenal recovery, to be fair. Robin Murray's a pretty good tee shot. Colin Todd up. I can say this because I'm his captain at Bridgend, but Colin Todd's improvement this season has been unbelievable. Playing very well at the moment, as is Robin Murray. Obviously winner at Duns. Nice to see him kick on this weekend.
Incredible par there from McNally and McCourt. Most scenic way to par hole 18, I think. And a birdie for the Ennis partnership to finish. I think that takes them to 6 under, so that will be a solid top 10 finish.
David Quigley's ball just knuckling right off the tee there. Question is, will it sit? And it has. Cracking shot.
Very difficult tee shot on this hole, Carolyn. Where would you play? Where is the play? Where do you aim for from the tee on this hole?
Well, not where I aimed for earlier on, which was down into the little crevice there. That's for certain. For me personally, I would normally go out to the right because everything from a right footer perspective is going to feed back towards the left. The key thing really is not to hit that bank, and you need to give it enough so that it gets up. And I have to say, David Quigley's is basically perfect. But being a little bit further across towards the left or the right footer isn't bad because you can actually almost bend it round off the bank at the back of the green. So it's not that I've ever managed to do that in my 3 years here, but hopefully maybe this weekend.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There's that bank on the right-hand side of the green, the channel on the sort of mid to right-hand side as well. If you catch that with the right pace, the ball's going to end up settling nicely before the hole. And Quigley and McCourt's second shot here is going off to the right-hand side, and that is going to travel quite some distance. Left a very challenging third shot back up over the rough onto the fringe and up towards the pin. So second shot from Todd and Murray. Looks like this might be doing the same. Is it just going to hold up there, or yeah, done the same. Very difficult to get the line and the weight right on the second shot on this hole. Very easy to go off to the right hand side as we just saw there. So David Quigley, third shot. It looks great. Other than going in the hole, I think that is probably about as good as you can do here. Left a very simple par putt there. So Colin Todd, having had the benefit of seeing the weight and the line in that shot, was a bit more aggressive. Straightforward par putt there for Todd and Murray. Robin Murray started the ball out to the left and that snuck in the side door. And McCourt knocks in for par, so both partnerships here taking a par on hole 18. Carolyn, who do we have coming up next?
So up next, I think we've got Paul Bolton. Seems to be walking down. I'm not sure who he's pairing with. Stanley Goldust is definitely there as well. I think we'll watch this last group, Gary, and then we'll potentially just have to have a little look at when the live draw is coming. And then we'll also take a wee look at the leaderboard, and then we'll make a decision on if we go and see some other holes or whether we may just kind of can the live feed there. And yeah,
sounds like a plan.
We'll hopefully be able to inform you as to what's happening on the leaderboard as well. So first off, we've got Stanley Golditch pairing with Robert McAllister, the Cumbernauld pair. Great strike. Get up. Go on. Second strike. Does it set? Does it set? It does. Good strike that. Robert McAllister. Good strike, hitting the bank and absolutely skipped on. Great hit. Cracking hit that.
That is an incredible hit. That has left them in prime position for the second shot.
Hit the top spin, lovely. Paul Bolton. Good strike. And then finally, Paul Lloyd. It's something you're going to see quite a bit is sometimes, because it's better to go right on this hole, is some people's players go a little bit too right, and then what happens is they hit the trees and the ball just falls down. The good news for that player is that Paul Bolton's shot is pretty much in prime position, so they're obviously going to play with his. And I'm going to follow this group just down the fairway and we'll get a look at what their approach shots look like. If anyone wonders, by the way, how long this course is, I've done 16,000 steps today. So obviously I was here from first thing this morning, but it's a long old course. That's why I demanded the media cart this afternoon. I'm not getting any younger. Thanks for laughing at that, son. So cracking tee shots there. Great shot from Robert McAllister. Brand new this season. So it'll be Paul Lloyd. Hit the second.
So Paul Lloyd trying to find that channel. Ball line looks good. Weight is very, very good. Yeah, excellent approach shot that.
Great shot, Paul. Well done. Stanley Golditch.
So McGoldrick, this looks a little bit heavy.
Yep. Look, it's so difficult to
Come
judge
off the
the
back.
greens here. See how far that's gone as well. Always better on this green to go short than long.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Carolyn. Get your ball on the green, leave yourself a putt across the green for birdie. Anything long, you're in a lot of danger down the back.
And as I showed you in the flyover, this green is rapid. And I mean rapid.
Robert McAllister, weight looks very good there as the ball just going to sit.
Oh, it's so difficult once you're down there to get back up.
Goldrick went aggressive there. I think you have to from that position.
The green that can really punish you as well, Gary, isn't it?
100%. I think we saw that on hole 18 already. So McAllister for bogey. I think that is going to fall off the back again. It's just going to sit there.
I hope you shouted stop. Double bogey there, unfortunate. It goes to show that positional play in this hole is so important. Catching the coach forward. And with that birdie for Paul Bolton, we will conclude our live footage for the day. And Gary and I will be back tomorrow for the singles. We hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, it's time to the next feed you'll see from us will be the live draw, which will be coming up later.